Hello. We're gonna do a little more overworld because I realized we could work on this room right here a little bit. This is the one room where I'm like maybe looking at it and thinking, So we're just gonna remind ourselves of how it plays and stuff, right? Dude, I like these changes we did today, by the way. They're pretty good. So I want a little bit more of a margin on this room. I mean, the whole room could move south by one. And I think we for sure do that just so that like this transition is not like directly on a screen border. Okay, okay, what are we doing? We need to have the things on the buttons. Okay. But so I'm looking at these puzzles and just trying to think about, can I distill them down? One question is, can we make them smaller screen space wise? And the answer is definitely yes. Is that the right thing to do? Maybe a little smaller, or maybe just a little more nicely shaped or something. But also we're just going to replay them and we're going to sort of ask, what do we do? So here, if I put this there, like I need to be across the thing, right? So if I do this, bam, and then I can get here after I've solved this one, right? Now, the thing that I notice is this shape is pretty arbitrary, honestly. So, and so is this really, like why? So if I want to simplify this down, who knows if we're going to keep this exact puzzle, but if I want to simplify it down, I would just do that, right? And that's easier to read because this shape isn't like, there's not this confusing shape all over the place. Now, do we need these inlets? Do we need this much space here? Probably not. We could cut this and just move this whole row north. But, sometimes in this game, or a lot of the time in this game, you're trying to fill in water by putting something in the hole. And we sort of want to indicate to people that that's not the way you should be thinking. So I think 2 rows is good here. Really, this whole top row could probably be gone. This whole thing, like why is there all this, right? Like really this could be here. Probably. We'll play this one in a second. I'm just saying. And it always weirds me out when I can't see this extending down, so we're going to do that. Okay. So, how was the trip to Mars? I have not been to Mars. What are some of the major milestones that still need to be completed for this game? Well, we need to finish the game. That's one. I consider that a major milestone. Complete the video game. Is that wizard effect new? It's definitely new since the first couple years of development. It's probably happened within the last, let's say 18 months ago or something is when it happened. I mean, really, this also could be just one level, right? We probably have a note that says need a level here. That doesn't need to be all the way out. This could be here. And so, already we're shrinking down the footprint. Like this was just wastage. Sometimes when you're first designing a puzzle, right, you're like, what am I doing? I don't even know. And you sort of riff with level geometry or the shapes that you're dealing with. And then maybe that riffing didn't come to much, right? One thing we could do is we could actually do this and we could put it here just so we're making a sort of a thinger bopper, right? And then what if I leave some water? Because one of the things about this room is it always seemed uglier to me than it had to be. And we're sending it to the gym. It's getting in shape without really messing up the level, I don't think, right? We'll see. I mean, really, I think with this puzzle, maybe this is going to be about going here and then going down the line. Maybe that's better. Let's make sure that puzzle works. And maybe we even, well, we can't really move it exactly. But like, there's no reason for that to be this weird organic shape. You just, sometimes it's nice to have things be organic shapes, but sometimes you're just wasting people's brain power on understanding the shape, you know? Okay, so we already could do this one. Now, if I want to go here, obviously this needs to be open, right? So we do that. It's open. But now I need it to swap back, right? So I go here and then do that. That's kind of a simple puzzle, honestly. Was that better before? I feel like it's a better puzzle if there's actually more space between these gates, right? Because then it's like, oh, I could swap with the monster at a point between the gates rather than the point between the gates, right? Because the thing is, both of the objects have to be on those things for you to get there in the first place. Let's rewind. For this gate to be open and me to go through it, both of those switches have to be pushed, right? So you know, I actually want to add a third gate, dude. That's the play. That's the play. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, hold on. We might not have room for everything I want to do. So if I go here, I mean, that's the only thing I can really do, and I'm guaranteed to be able to do it, right? So I guess I'm thinking about that. But like, it's not like I could really add a ton of thingamaboppers. One thing I could do is I could put, so this is pretty trivial, but I could put water to each side so that it's not as simple as just walking off, right? Like you have to go around. Like if this was water, that also makes it harder to put a monster on the button, right? So I come in here. I've got to put the monster up. Oh, it's really hard. It's actually not possible right now to put a monster on that button. I don't think. Actually, it is possible. Hold on. It's not possible the way that I'm trying to do it. Whoops. But if I put that on there, okay, I actually don't like this. The reason I do not like this is because the last puzzle, that monster gate in the lower right, involves me debating the player into putting the monster on that upper left switch, okay? Because that's how you crush them. Maybe we could change that. Okay, but I just made it a lot harder to put the monster here. And I just realized also, it actually doesn't matter for the purposes of this puzzle which one is where. It's like we put the monster there, but it could be the crystal, right? So I go here, I go there, and then I at least have to walk around, right? And do this. That's better. But I'm kind of ruining my monster gate puzzle, right? Now, kind of what I want to do is have it be that you do this again. I swap with a different object, but I cannot do that the way things are set up now because both objects both objects are accounted for. Like the monster has to be in that row and the crystal has to be on the button. I guess. I mean, no, that's not true. I could take the crystal off the button, right? Right? Easy. So we get the monster on the button. We take the crystal off the button. We put the monster on the button. Okay. Okay, the only problem is now there's no way for me to do this unless this button were down on this row. If this button were on this row, right, then I could swap the crystal onto the button. Maybe that would be better than all these other puzzles that I'm doing though, right? Like maybe that would be more interesting. Maybe if instead of having a bunch of different wackadoodle puzzles, maybe we just have one puzzle where you get progressively further. Like there's only 2 levels in this whole screen now. Oh, 3 levels. So maybe we just get rid of this thing. How level designers script the levels. There is no script the levels for the most part. There is some stuff in the end game, and we just write that code in the programming language. Yeah, you know, I want to focus this room up. Right now, it's kind of a grab bag room with 3 different things. But I'm gonna put it on a diet, all right? The diet of worms, as they say. So we're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of the monster gate. Gonna get rid of that. This is gonna be a progression, all right? A progression, and it's gonna be like that. Okay, all this is gone. Even though we improved it slightly, right? Now it's gone. So now we don't have to worry about the debate. We're simplifying our lives, and that's great. Okay, I don't know where that should go. Maybe just by the entrance is fine for now. Okay, so you go over here, you do this thing. You know what? I guess we'll keep that for now, but we're just going to slim it down to remind ourselves we don't need that. Yet this is probably going to be a lot better, guys. Instead of 17 ideas, it's just one idea. Look how trim this is. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I'm in this room. I am the Wizard of Odds. Okay, we're gonna reset. We came in the room. Okay, Monstro. Monstro. Okay. Ugh. Let's put him down there. Put the crystal down there, all right? Put the Monstro up here and down there. Now I can play the first level. Boom. Solved. Now I need to get past the second level, so I do this. I go around, and I go around, and I do the second. Okay, these are out of order. Okay, I regret my decisions. Not really, but let's fix the order, please. Okay. Okay, second one is unlocked. Now, there, I have swapped with him. And I do that. And I do that. I mean, that's fine. It's pretty easy. But like, that's okay. I like it's wizard. We're just jamming as the wizard, you know? We be jamming. We be jamming, man. Like that. We're just jamming as the wizard, all right? I think that's better. Because this isn't supposed to be a super hard puzzle. It's supposed to be on topic. Should I even make it a monstro? Yeah, I will. I'll keep it a monstro. It could be two monstros. Like, why is it a crystal anyway? Except that that's what I did initially. Let's see how we like that. Okay, well that's not good, but that's okay. We're gonna reset. Okay. Monstro party. Let's just get this guy out of there. Let's just get this guy on there. Let's just get this guy on there. Boom, first level. Boom. Swap. Swap. Second one. Boom. Swap. 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 Third one. And then if I want to get out, I just do that. Okay, I'm cool with that. I don't mind it. It does give us the freedom to put some more water internally around the buttons. We could constrain the puzzle a lot more, try to make it more interesting and all these things. Right? First of all, let's do some slim fast diet. One more row there. Boom. We could also trim it down vertically. That would be an okay thing to do. I mean, what if there's like literally like this? Let's go hard mode. What if it's like that is the only place? We could maybe move this further out or something. All right, reset. Resets. Boom. Yeah, now I definitely have to think about what I am doing with the monstros. But I do have good agency here. The problem I am having is I can't walk between those guys now. But that's good. It's like, it's more intentional. I have to think about what I'm doing. We'll put that guy first. Okay, this is bad. Once I've got a monstro over there, it's very bad. Okay, let's reset. I want to put bottom guy first. Let's get this guy out. Get this guy out. All right. Okay. Ah. Let's just get one of them out of there. Get him out of there. All right. Then we go here. We got a guy there. Great. Now, and it's a big now. We want, well, we don't want that. That's a bad place to put that monstro. Let's put him. Well, put him all the way down there, loop around there. Now I have a problem that I'm stuck down here. I kind of don't want this to be the problem. I think I made it too hard. I think I made it too hard. The problem is I'm stuck because the monstro is lined up with the button is lined up with the walkway. If I move the walkway, then we are better off, right? Let's try moving it over by one. Like, that's solvable, I think, probably, maybe. But it's not what I want this to be. All right. Reset. Boom. Boom. All right. We're just moving that monstro out of the way. We're moving this guy to there. Moving that guy. Oh. Not there. To there. Oh, this is actually better. Because then I got to put him across the water. Yeah, okay. I like that. That's good. I have to think about it, but it's not brutal. It's not brutal juice. Then I do that. Then I can't walk this way. And I can't go around this way. But I could go here. So again, it's intentional, which is cool. I go down here. I swap with this guy. Okay. I put that guy back. And then, yeah, okay. No, this is good. This is good. I like it. So do we just get rid of the south exit here? We got to center the puzzle, but to center the puzzle, we got to decide how vertical it is. We don't need a level there anymore. What if I do this? Right? How do you like them apples? That might be harder because I removed some swapperoonie, but it might be fine. And it looks like less of a mess. We don't really need the 2 spacing now. I mean, we could leave it, but that whole thing I was saying about two spacing telling you that you're not trying to sink a crystal, there's no crystals anymore. So that's no longer how we feel about life. All right. Hope this game comes to iPhone. It may come to iPhone, but if it does, that will be after after other platforms. You know, I just realized we don't connect through here, but we could connect here. I mean, we don't need to bloat this. We could put this over here, right? Or something. And then like all this fills up. And then this fills up, right? Look at that. We could just do this. I mean, really, we could remove the top row and just have all these. Let's try that version. Okay. The thing that I am about to do, I don't know if this is a good idea. All right. But note, okay, the problem is this has to go there. That moves those holes. And this has to go there. Now, do we move the monstros? Probably. Oh, well, I mean, if we move that, we got to move the holes, right? And then we might as well move the monstros. And we've just compacted the whole thing by one. Maybe this is too tight. Maybe this is not good. Let's try it. All right, reset. Okay, we're going to go there. Oh, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. Actually, okay, I may not be able to solve this at all. Actually, this is probably too hard again. Whoops. Because, well, I mean, we could try this. But the problem is once I go here, I have no way out without swapping with that guy. And actually, I can't swap with him. I get killed. It's just too fenced in. However, there's not really a reason I couldn't just let myself fill in those two squares there, right? Let's just try that. I think we might undo this. I think it's too compacted, but let's try it. Okay, reset. Boom. Oh, we got to get this guy out of the way. Like that part of it, I don't mind. Put him over there. I mean, we could try it this way. That's fine. That's not the worst idea. I mean, it's okay. It might be, the thing is, I've been working on this game for 300 years, right? So stuff is easier for me. You got to always keep that in mind. I'm going to undo this last phase. This is like Marvel Phase 4. It was a bit of a mistake. Right? This is fine. Let's make sure it is solvable before shipping. I mean, you might make video games that way. Okay, so we're going to sort of do a thing here. And then we'll just sort of we'll go over there to Bard Land. And then this thing, I mean, maybe we just want this whole thing to be like this, right? Like maybe you just go to that screen. And then that's there. I mean, these are kind of close to each other now. Might as well put that there, I guess. Um, okay. However, as we said, we want to move this. Maybe 2, 3. Whoops. Okay, so this was a different thing. All right. That would put this here. Like that. So now you get ample warning before going in there. And then I guess the question is, how do we want to connect this over? Like we could just do that. That's fine. It's a little more dramatic. But we could have some walls. Right? Well, that would have been unplayable. Why is Braid called Braid and the Witness called the Witness? Because if I called the Witness Braid and if I called Braid the Witness, that would have made a lot less sense. Think about it. Think about it. I mean, honestly, we should. I mean, we want there to be a goal for this room. Duh. So that's going to be a big holio. Tower flags, heroes, and mirrors. Okay. So, like, do we want. We could have hallway and then water. That would be on theme. It would be on theme. I think this is okay. It feels better than what we had. I think I went overboard in terms of centering this room. And we must admit our mistakes. Okay. I admit my mistakes. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Uh-oh. I missed this. That's not so good. Not so good. That's fine. We could even just put a little, I wanna go boop right there. How many frickin' we got too many entities. Got a bunch of mess. Get rid of the mess. Okay. Boom. Boom. Reset. Let's get you out of the, oh, we can't do that guy first. I always want to do that guy first. Boom. 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 Okay, well, I goofed a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal because we just do that. And then that. Bam! We go here. We do it. We go bam. We go bam. We do it. We go bam. We go bam. We go bam. We do it. Easy clap, guys. Yeah, this is better. See, it's interesting. When I sat down to work on this level during this stream, I was in the mindset of just trying to fix up what I had, right? But what I had was, you know, a thing that I did at a time when I felt like I didn't necessarily have a super strong idea. Let me just try riffing on some stuff, right? So, and you can do that. You can improve it and stuff. But in the process of working on that, we got this idea. And this idea is just better. It's just nicer. It is a cleaner, more unified concept.